excited to be sitting down and filming this video today. I've been super busy, just with school and the beginning of the school year. Being a teacher is a lot of work. So I have pretty much just been doing that for the past 2 weeks, getting everything prepared. So I'm finally having the chance to sit down and do my 10,000 subscriber Q&A video. First of all, I am so grateful for all of you that have supported me throughout this. Thank you so much. I am really excited to hopefully continue growing this channel and seeing where things take me. So I have asked you all to send me some questions for a Q&A. So I'm gonna go ahead and answer those. Okay, so Grace asked me a few questions. Oh, Lola's eating. You might be able to hear in the background. She asks me, what inspired you to become an ASMR artist? So I've been watching ASMR now for, oh man, maybe like since college, like maybe 2012, no wait, when was I in college? I graduated in 2015, so probably like 2014, 2015, so it's been about 5 or 6 years, I would say. And Emily, my sister, MVASMR, she started her channel, and a lot of people in the comments would, like, I was featured in a lot of her videos, and a lot of people in the comments were like, Kate, you should start an ASMR channel. And at first I was kind of like, should I? And then I thought about it more and I was like, okay, I'm gonna give it a go. So I decided to try it, and it ended up being something that I really enjoyed. So she asks, do I have a boyfriend? No, I do not have a boyfriend. And what's your favorite trigger? Okay, so I think my favorite type of ASMR is, like, I think I've said this before in my other Q&A, I love Tingles ASMR. She has this placemat that she'll like run her fingernails down, so it's kind of like a fabric noise. I love it so much, it gives me tingles every single time. I love tapping, specifically on like beauty products or makeup. I also like up close whispering and personal attention. But I would say tapping's my favorite. She also asks if I play Roblox, and no, I do not know what that is, but I do teach 7th graders. Grace, I'm not sure how old you are, but I actually had one of my students tell me that they just played Roblox all weekend, so I'll have to check it out. Let's see. Lisa MR40 asks, are you and your sister twins? And did you ever have tingles when you were a child? So Emily and I are not twins, even though we do look a lot alike. But yeah, we're not twins. And did you ever get tingles when you were a child? Yes. I remember a specific instance. I was in elementary school and we were like in the cafeteria sitting on the floor, and there was this one of my classmates, she like obviously I know who did it. And I like beeline for my door, and I look this way and I see like two heads poking out, and as soon as I look out, they like go back in. And 7th graders, they do not have their brains are not fully developed, so they have a hard time understanding, like thinking about consequences. They don't think about it yet, many of them. Anyways, so they got in trouble, obviously, for just getting up and leaving class and making popcorn at 9 a.m. Yeah, it can be very wild teaching 7th graders. I have Mary Lauren. Hopefully I said that right. She asked me, what is it like teaching 7th graders? Do you yell a lot? It's very crazy. It's a really interesting age because they come to you as 6th graders, right? And they're really young, and they go through so much change that year by the time they get to 8th grade. So there were many days I would have students come to school and it was like a different kid. Like they would mature overnight, and I'd be like, okay, like awesome. But yeah, I would yell. Unfortunately, I never thought I would be the teacher to do that, but I had some very frustrating moments. So, Kaylee asks, what are 3 movies you would bring to a desert island? Okay, so I'm not a huge movie person, to be honest. I prefer like a shorter TV show, and I watch a lot of YouTube. I get really easily bored during movies, and I only like certain genres. So like, I like rom-coms, I like comedy. But other than that, I don't really like action movies or horror movies. I can't watch scary stuff. So my favorite 3 movies are How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, Legally Blonde, and probably Blue is the Warmest Color. I think that movie is really beautiful, and I love listening to them speak French. Just, it's really good. Stephanie asks me some really good questions. Stephanie, she asked me, am I planning on staying in Texas forever? No, I am not planning on staying here forever. I've lived in Texas my whole life. I think I've said that before on my channel. And I really need to try something new. I just don't want to live here forever. I don't necessarily think that Dallas is the place for me. So I will be moving soon, probably next summer. I'm hoping once the school year is done, I'm going to be packing up my things and going on an adventure. So looking forward to that. My favorite place to visit in the US or otherwise. My favorite place to visit is London, I think. I have so many good memories there with my best friend. Her name is Tansy. We've been there together twice, and I love it there. It's just like, it's really cool. I wish it was closer because I really feel like it's a place that I could live. So that's my favorite place to visit. Textured Sounds ASMR asks me, if you could live anywhere, where would you live? If I could live anywhere in the world, I would probably move to New Zealand. It's not